Okay children, today we are going to study about animal tissues. Now let's first of all try to understand how does movement take place. In our body we have got specialized cells called muscle cells. The contraction and relaxation of these cells result in movement. Now there are basically 4 different types of animal tissues. These classifications are based on the basis of their functions. First, we have got epithelial tissue, second connective tissue, third muscular tissue, and fourth nervous tissue. Now, epithelial tissue, these are covering or protective tissues. They cover most organs and cavities within the body. Let's see types of epithelial tissues. First of all, we have got squamous epithelium, or we can simply say squamous epithelial tissues. Let's see their locations. They are located in the esophagus and the lining of the mouth. Their structure, these are basically thin and flat cells. Functions, they form a lining of the organs. Second, we have got stratified squamous epithelium. Now let's see their location. The skin is made up of squamous epithelium. Their structure, the skin epithelial cells are arranged in many layers. Since they are arranged in a pattern of layers, the epithelium is called stratified squamous epithelium. Let's see their functions. They prevent wear and tear. Third, we have got columnar epithelium. Let's see their location. They are located on the inner lining of the intestine and respiratory tract. Their structure, they are pillar-like. Nucleus is located towards the base. Their main function, they facilitate movement across the epithelial barrier. Here we can see the diagram of simple columnar epithelium, which is made up of long cells. Now, some of these columnar epithelium, they also have got cilia present on their outer surface. These are called ciliated columnar epithelium. Let's see their location. They are located in the respiratory tract. Their structure, the columnar epithelium tissue also has cilia, which are hair-like projections on the outer surface of the epithelial cells. Let's see their function. These cilia can move, and their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear the respiratory tract. Let's see cuboidal epithelium. These are located in the kidneys, in the lining of the kidneys, tubules and ducts of salivary glands. Structure, these are cube-shaped, made up of cube-shaped cells. Their main function is to provide mechanical support. Then, some of the epithelial cells, they also form glands, and they are called glandular epithelium. Epithelial cells often acquires additional specialization as gland cells, which can secrete substances at the epithelial surface. Sometimes a portion of the epithelial tissue folds inwards and a multicellular gland is formed. Here we can see a glandular epithelium. These are secretory in function. आगे बढ़ते हुए देखते हैं, let's see connective tissues. Now, blood, bones, these are connective tissues. Blood has a fluid or liquid matrix called plasma. The plasma contains proteins, salts and hormones. Let's see basic components of the blood. There are 3 basic components: the red blood corpuscles or RBC, white blood corpuscles or WBC and platelets. Blood flows and transports gases, digested food, hormones and waste material to different parts of the body. Bone is also a connective tissue. It forms the framework that supports the body. It also anchors the muscles. It supports the main organ of the body. It is strong and non-flexible tissue. Bone cells are embedded in hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. Now there are certain tissue which are not very solid but flexible. These are called cartilage. The solid matrix is composed of protein and sugars, and cartilage smoothens the surface, bone surface at joints, and is also present in the nose, in the ear, trachea and the pharynx. We can fold the cartilage of the ear, but we cannot bend the bones in our arms. Then there are certain tissues called ligaments, tendons. Now ligaments, they connect bone to bones, whereas tendons connect muscle to bones. And ligaments, this tissue is very elastic, it has got considerable strength, and ligaments contain very little matrix. Whereas tendons are fibrous tissue with a great strength but limited flexibility. Next we come to areolar connective tissues. Now let's see location. They are found between the skin and muscles, around blood vessels and nerves, and in the bone marrow. Let's see their function. It fills the space inside the organ. It supports internal organs and help in repair of tissues. Then we have got adipose tissues. These are let's see their location, located below the skin and between internal organs. Let's see their structure. The cells of this tissue are filled with fat globules. What is their main function? Storage of fats as reserve food material, and it also acts as an insulator. Next we have got muscular tissue. Let's see muscular tissue. This consists of elongated cells called muscle fibers. These are responsible for movement in our body. Muscles contain a special protein called contractile protein, which contracts and relaxes to cause movement. Voluntary muscles or skeletal muscles or stratified muscles, these are different names given. Now voluntary muscles, we can move them at our will. They are also called skeletal muscles because they are attached to the bone and help in body movement. They show alternate light and dark bands or striations when strained appropriately. These are also called striated muscles. Structure, let's see, the cells of this tissue are long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleate. That means they have got many nucleus. Each cell has got many nuclei. Location, they connect bone to each other and their main function is help in body movement. Then involuntary muscles or unstratified muscles or spoon muscles. Let's see their location. They are located in the alimentary canal, iris of the eyes, in the uterus and in bronchi of the lungs. Structure, they are also called smooth muscles. Their cells are long with pointed ends, here we can see in the diagram, which are spindle cells, and these are uninucleate having a single nucleus. Let's see their function. Their main function is movement of food in the alimentary canal or the contraction and relaxation of the blood vessels. Then we have got a very special type of muscle, that is cardiac muscles, which is present only in the heart. These are involuntary muscles. They are structure wise, they are cylindrical, branched and uninucleate. Their main function is rhythmic contraction and relaxation. And finally we come to a nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, these are highly specialized, highly stimulated. They transmit the stimulus very rapidly from one place to another within the body. The brain spinal cord and nerves are all composed of nervous tissue. The cells of these tissues are called nerve cells or neurons.